Flag raised. Lined up. That off in the fourth. 6 of them over a mile and a quarter. The group Newbridge Silverware Royal Whip Stakes, and it is Tangapur in the red cap leading the way, heading towards the end of the first furlong. Followed by Galen, and the third is Zahrann, followed by the favourite Los Angeles. And then that one's stable companion Rock of Cashel, and the back marker is Crypto Force. Continuing inside the final mile, it is Tangapur and Shamey Heffernan showing a length and a half in front of Galen and Dylan McMonigal in second place. Third is Zahrann and Ben Coen, and then Los Angeles Ryan Moore. With the final couple, Crypto Force, Chris Hayes, who've just relegated Rock of Cashel, and Wayne Lordan to be 6th of the 6. Making the turn towards the final 6.5 furlongs. Order pretty much maintained. In front is Tangapur from Galen. Third is Zahrann, then Los Angeles, Crypto Force, and Rock of Cashel. Heading up towards the top of the track, and soon at the halfway stage, the Newbridge Silverware Royal Whip Stakes group race, and the leader continues to be Tangapur from Galen. Third is Zahrann, and fourth is Los Angeles, as Rock of Cashel swaps last with Crypto Force. Coming down towards the final half mile in the approach to the straight, as they tighten up a fraction, it's Tangapur, Shamey Heffernan still holding sway over Galen, Dylan Brown McMonigal. Third is Zahrann, Ben Coen, and they're followed by Rock of Cashel, preceded by Los Angeles Ryan Moore, Crypto Force, Chris Hayes, Rock of Cashel, Wayne Lordan. They straighten inside the final 3. And it's Tangapur continuing up top from Galen, then Zahrann. Nudged after them in fourth is Los Angeles, gone on from Crypto Force and Rock of Cashel as they race to the final furlong and a half. And it is Tangapur strongly pressed on both sides by Galen, and Zahrann squeezing through on the inner. They're abreast, being followed by Los Angeles, and Zahrann has scooted their front in by the rail and quickly gone on by a couple of lengths. It is Zahrann. Zahrann wins the Royal Whip from Tangapur. In third was Galen. Los Angeles only managed fourth. A cracking result for Johnny Murtagh with the first 2.
Yes, we echo those sentiments. Jerry Hannon said in commentary, cracking result for Johnny Murtagh, the outsider of the field, 300 to 1 shot. Tangapur, who's brought them along on the front end, he's finished second, but it's gone the way of Zahrann. A real improving colt, and it opens up plenty of options for this lad now. Do you stay a mile and a quarter? Do you go back up to a mile and a half?
Yeah, he was off the bridle a long way from home, Kevin, but by God did he finish it out quite well. Leaving the stalls here, obviously the front runner, Tangapur, was the one who went forward under Shamey Heffernan. The eventual winner, Ben Coen, elected to go be on the rail there, just behind the pace. Galen obviously sat second as well, and Los Angeles just slipstreamed them in behind, Kevin, but up at the front end, Shamey Heffernan, I thought, set reasonable enough fractions. He didn't go too fast early, but he picked up nicely up the home straight as well. But the eventual winner, he looked comfortable at this point in time, but a long way from home he was off the bridle. But you have to love the way he finds and finds and finds and lengthens, and he got a lovely run up the inside.
He did indeed, and what a really likeable attitude this horse has. He really grinds it out, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He finds and finds. Every time Ben asked him a question, he responded and he answered with every call. Obviously in behind, the fourth horse, Los Angeles Ryan Moore for Aidan O'Brien, was poised in behind Kevin, and I thought with a furlong and a half to run, I thought it looked like it was going to be his race, but maybe he's got a little bit tired. We haven't seen him since he disappointed in the Prince of Wales. He set a fine standard coming into this, but he had to give away a lot of weight to the eventual winner, but he's round up finishing in behind Galen and Tangapur as well. Probably hasn't been at his best today, but I'm sure there'll be better days to be ahead with him with this run under his belt. But rounding the home turn, 4 furlongs to go as well. This is when the pace started to increase a bit, and you can just see Ben on the rail. His hands start to move, Kevin, and he starts to just ask, and he starts to come under a little bit of pressure here at this stage. But in fairness to Zahrann, the eventual winner, he just responds and quickens and picks up and picks up and picks up.
Yeah, Ben pulled the stick through into his right hand there. He's got a slap down the shoulder. Now Dylan Brown McMonigal's riding tight, race riding. He's keeping that gap closed. He's going to go by now, Tangapur, but Ben slips up the inside, and this horse has shown a really good attitude. There wasn't much room there, but he was being brave to go through with the horse.
Yeah, he has, Kevin, and look, obviously we haven't seen him at this trip in quite a while because he's been over the mile and 4 before this, but dropping back down in trip, he's shown that he's got bags of stamina. He's seen it out really well all the way to line. He's a really smart horse, Kevin, and he's an exciting prospect for the Johnny Murtagh Aga Khan team, and an exciting horse for Ben Coen to be on as well.
Yeah, very much so. That's his third win of his career. It's going to be interesting to see where this horse goes next. He does hold an entry, of course, in the Irish Champion Stakes. And Dot Evans, he's entitled to take his chance with it, but we'll catch up with Johnny in due course. Aidan did say this morning on the papers and that Los Angeles, he was ready to start back. He would improve greatly from it. Would you still be of the opinion that it is a little bit disappointing nonetheless?
Probably so. I probably think it is. We did have warning shots, obviously, but I'm a big fan of Los Angeles, and it's probably been disappointing that he's been behind the likes of Galen and Tangapore. But look, I'm sure with this run under his belt, he'll go maybe to possibly France for the Prix or something like that before the likes of the Arc. But look, it's all about that horse there today. A Colt by Night, a Thunder, out of Zanda as well, and Ben Coen and Johnny Murtagh, Connections will be delighted with that.
Delighted that. They have a really smart Colt, and it now just will give them plenty of good decisions to make. Where do we go next with this horse? And he showed a good attitude. He's strong at the line. He showed a brave attitude to go through that gap. And he's kept lengthening all the way to the line as well. Smart Colts, 3-year-olds have good records in this race, Tom. That's this 4th 3-year-old in the last 6 runnings to win this. Luxembourg being another one of those. And Johnny, one of the Earls a couple of seasons ago. Armory being another 3-year-old. Back to you for the full SP. Really impressive winner. Zahrann lands the Newbridge Silverware Royal Whip Stakes. Yes, Ben Coen joins me now after landing the Newbridge Silverware Group 3 Royal Whip Stakes. This is a really exciting call. You've been excited about it for a long time now.
Yeah, lovely colt. Thought going to Ascot, he was my best chance of a winner, and he finished second but lost nothing in defeat. Ground was very quick that day, and he probably just didn't really show the turn of foot he has properly on it. Today was smooth. I thought after going a couple of furlongs, I thought I wasn't getting out of there, but I got the look when I needed it, and he's not a slow horse, he's a lazy horse, but when you want him, he really does quicken up for you. So yeah, look, the world's his oyster now.
And that's one of the key words, lazy. I was a slightly concerned top of the hill. I just thought your body language, just squeezing along. He was just doing enough.
Yeah, that's him. Look, if you've seen him going up the gallops in the morning, you wouldn't know he's there. So sign of a good one. He saves everything for himself, and to be fair, when you do really go for him and give him a smack, he's there for you.
And that's what he was today. He was brave. He shows a good attitude, and he quickened as well, didn't he?
Yeah, it was good. Look, and he had to fight for it. He had to get hustle and bustle in through the gap. And to be fair, when I got it back into my left and gave him a smack, he ran through to the line as well.
Trip-wise, opens up loads of options now. He's won over 1.5 miles. Now a Group 3 over 1.25 miles as well. Where do you think his perfect trip is?
I think you could mix and match. 1.25 miles, look, the description is good to firm today, but it's probably not as quick as Ascot. Ascot was firm. I think probably good to Elan is his ideal ground over 1.25 miles, and he's straightforward. He saves so much for himself, he'll get 1.5 miles, no problem as well. So, but I do think when he gets a little bit more juice in the ground, you'll see a better horse.
And he's still an improving horse.
He is, yeah. Look, he's still lightly raced. That's his 5th start maybe. So yeah, delighted with him.
Well done.
Thank you.
Johnny Murtagh joins me now to winning our Group 3 Newbridge Silverware Royal Whip Stakes with the really exciting Zahrann. I know from more go you like this horse.
Yeah, no, Kevin, listen, after he ran his first race in Navan, he kind of surprised us a little bit. I thought he was a nice horse, but he really ran well that day. Probably should have won. Ben was a bit disappointed, but he just got touched off. But that meant he was able to go back in another maiden. He won very well. He won 7 lengths, I think, in Cork in a maiden, and you know, he's been improving since.
Won a listed race then, of course, at Leopardstown before. That was what, 1.5 miles, wasn't it, before he went on? And then cracking run in the Prince Edward, the King Edward at Royal Ascot.
Yeah, it was one of those days. I was very, it was sickening leaving Ascot that day. I thought he ran a great race. He just couldn't peg back the horse that won it, who was unbeaten. You know, it was a very good race. But we freshened him up since then, and you know, Pat and the team, we always had if we could come back here and see how he shapes up in the Royal Whip. 1.25 miles. Is he a 1.25 mile horse? Has he a chance of a 1.25 mile horse, or does he need 1.5 miles? He never showed he was, needed 1.5 miles. His running style, but he's still lazy early in the race. But Ben says when you need, and when he got the gap, he really quickened up well today. So, listen, it was great to win it. It's a nice race, and hopefully everything goes well from now to the Irish champion, and that's where we'll rock up.
He deserves to take his chance in the Irish Champion Stakes. Today was obviously a fact-finding mission to see, right, do we go there or do we step back up to a mile and a half?
Yes, that was exactly it, he's only had 5 runs, so he's still learning, he's still improving, and he has to keep improving, Kevin. These top horses have to keep rocking up, they have to do it, but this horse doesn't kill himself at home. There's always a bit left in him. And I was delighted the way he hit the line today. When he got the gap, I was delighted the way he quickened up and stretched away.
And that's always a good sign, isn't it? A horse that just keeps a little bit behind, a bit lazy at home in the mornings.
Yeah, I know, they're the best ones. I do, like Pat Downs came to watch him work the other day, and he was looking to see which is the lead horse and which was Zahrann, because they looked like they were going pretty similar. But Ben says when he pulled up, he had no and he was very fresh walking home, and that's what the good ones do. They're able to just do enough. But we were happy coming into the race, and listen, it's absolutely delightful.
Were you confident coming in? Getting all the weight from Los Angeles, the 3-time Group 1 winner, you could beat him today?
If he was going to have to win today. That's what I thought. If he's a good horse, what we think, he's going to have to win today. We had another horse to make sure it was a good even gallop. We wanted no excuses today. We wanted to have everyone have a clear shot at it, and we wanted to see could we match up against those top horses, and he did.
Watching it, coming down off the hill, were you a little bit anxious?
Well, I was a little bit anxious, but I was glad, there was one of ours in front of him. I was hoping he'd get a bit of room in the straight, but listen, it was an easy enough watch, and when he got the gap, it always looked like he was going to get there.
Love the way he quickened through it.
He did. No, Ben said that. Listen, he said he's not a slow horse. He's got gears, and he's still learning. He's still learning. So he has to improve again, Kevin. You know that, but he could.
You were saying to us afterwards, he reminds you about a lot of similarities to a very, very good horse that you plenty of Group 1s on.
Yeah, Cinder was pretty similar at home. Not flashy. Walked in, walked out, work. Just beat his lead horse. When he came to the races, he kept pulling it out. This horse is the same. He's a bit more to go to catch Sindar, but listen, those Aga Khan horses, that's what they're like. Sometimes they're lazy at home to save the best of the races, and I hope can keep improving.
And it's a fair shout from you as well, because you don't talk like that.
Well, I do, but doesn't always work out. But listen, he reminds me of him. He's a few pounds to make up in the ratings, but as I said, he's only had 5 races, so he has a chance.
Tangapur, rated 80, the runner-up, handicaps have gone with him anyway.
No, but listen, he leads all the good horses him at home, and I don't know how he hasn't, I don't know how he hasn't won a race yet. He's been a bit disappointed, but it's he was there today. He made sure the pace was good and even, and he ran a cracker. Like he always had plenty of ability, but I never seen him looking the way he looked today. He looked really, really well today. He looked like he filled out, and hopefully he can improve on today.
Where will you go to him next? Stakes races now, obviously.
Listen, I don't know where. He might have to. He's plenty of work there to do at home, leading those good horses. But he should go up with the ratings, and he's won a race, so we'll probably stick him in stakes horse and see how he gets on.
Good stuff, Johnny. Well done.
Thank you. Well done.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.